broke, but that's not how I'm ended. Finish rich.
Welcome everybody, man. Did you miss me? I missed you guys so much. This last year has been really crazy. It's probably been it's been over almost a year since I put out some content, and it's just been crazy across the board. The economy, as we all know, we're all experiencing it. We're all fully aware of the circumstances in which, our economy is to shits. A lot of people may say it's just to shits. A lot of it I could agree to, man. We're looking at some government shutdowns. Inflation is constantly climbing. Just last month of August, inflation had climbed up to 3.67%. Some of y'all may think that's low, but that's really not low when you consider the things that are being inflated, which is a part of our everyday needs, such as like gas, food, rent. Things are just going up. In this past year, I've been conflicted a little bit to put out content because I want to be sensitive to everyone's circumstances, including my own. I want to be as real as possible about what we're going through per person. I'm not just going to just throw out some fantasies for clickbait purposes. No, I really want to help my people. I'm sure as most have been suffering, my household suffered too in the last couple years. Not so forth has struggled, but we've definitely seen things that we hadn't seen in a while. Grocery bills doubling. Just to kind of be a little bit transparent after discussing with my wife. That's what it is. I need to be transparent with you guys on what I went through and how I've overcome things so I can help the next do the same. I'll be completely transparent. I took some L's and I also took some wins. The stock market has, been plunging in certain areas. So I definitely took some hits in the stock market, but I also took some wins in the stock market too. It all depends on what you were looking at and what industries you were tapping into. I took a lot of my early learning in financial literacy and saving and stuff, and I utilized it heavily to where we were able to stay afloat. Every dollar that I made, I made sure it went somewhere where it would grow. Not necessarily where I have to keep my hands on, but I'll put it into my 401k, my IRAs, my Roth accounts, money management accounts. I make sure I put money in there so that can grow as I'm handling business over here and I'm working over here too as well. And then we added a family member into the house, so things get more expensive. You gotta clothe, you gotta feed, you gotta be there for those that you're carrying and you're holding the responsibility to take care of. It was extra expenses on that part too as well. And me being the sole financial provider in my household, believing in my wife's dreams and ambitions and taking a leap out on faith for her. I told her, you don't have to work. Don't do what your dreams are. We're gonna get that going. And I'll take hold the financial responsibilities. And with doing that, we came up with some great ideas on how to survive in this economy. One point that I mentioned was, our groceries. We literally seen our grocery bill double. Same stuff, but it doubled. What can we do, we can't stop eating each other and the kid, and the dogs and stuff like that. We can't stop doing those things. My wife and I each month have envelopes and we write out, the different things like gas, electricity, phone, household items, grocery, pet, and then we put money in there a month that helps us stay within our budget. My wife always wanted to grow her own foods. So that's what we did. We built a garden out in the back and we grow our own fruits and our vegetables. And we bought chickens. To start that stuff is very inexpensive. We bought 3-4 chickens, $5 a piece. I know that they're about maybe 6 months old now, and we can get up to, a dozen eggs a week, just off of that. Growing our own food is very inexpensive to just plant the seed. The foods that we do buy at the grocery stores or so forth, they still have those seeds inside. You can take those seeds and literally go plant it for free, right? Well, you got to pay something to get that initial product. You can start to grow your own food. And for our garden, a lot of the stuff that we was getting a week it would overconsume what we could actually intake for our household. So what do? A lot of you might think they probably sold that stuff, right? No, because we're conscious that everybody is going through this same thing that we were going through. And because God has blessed us so much in our garden, that we decided to bless others. So to our fellow peers in our community, we would, give whatever was overconsumed in our garden, we give to those families. Because we understand we're not the only ones going through this. And I think that once the world figures out, we're all going through this, is when we will help one another. Because at the end of the day, I want to earn some more money. I want to be rich. Yes, we all do. I want that for you. I don't just want that for myself. I want to see you guys make more money too. I want to see you guys provide generational wealth for your families. So when you're gone, dead and gone, your families are still eating off of your sacrifices.
Finish rich. And I pray I'll finish rich. And I pray I'll